Alright y'all, welcome back to another video here on the John Doc YouTube channel. As you guys can see, we are at LS Nasty HQ. We got a lot of stuff going on in the shop right now. We have Jason making a new turbo kit for the Bad Apple. So we are switching up the turbo kit, changed to a different elbow, so we'll show you guys that in tomorrow's video. So be on the lookout tomorrow for a Bad Apple update on new turbo system. New configuration pretty much. Other than that, what we got going on today is, as you guys can tell in the title of this video, we are going to pick up the hopefully perfect run us out for the end of the season and then refresh it Black Sheep motor. You guys have been following the Black Sheep build. We have just been we've been fighting adversity lately. It's been kicking our tail a little bit. We've had some issues with it. We've been trying to go fast, and honestly, what it comes down to is when you're running as much boost, making as much power flowing, and as much fuel as we're doing, there's really no room for error. We've had 2 mechanical failures, and I mean, that's just drag racing. It's what it is. It's no one's fault. We're out here drag racing. I'd like to say that I volunteered a steel insert to go in the head, and it turned into a glow plug. So whether you guys want to throw the blame on me, I'm throwing it on the steel insert. So if, you know, it is what it is. But right now we're heading up to TK and we're gonna check out the new engine. We got a little bit of new configuration on it, which, you know, last time when we damaged the motor, we went back to a very similar, you know, style, using a little bit better parts. This one, same block, same bottom end. We got new heads on it, got new valve train, got new valves, got a bunch of new stuff in there. So we're gonna check that out, and it should be badass. So Logan and I, LP right here. What up, Logan? Logan, aka Bad Apple driver number 2, is gonna be driving my ass up to TKM because, hey dude, what time is it? It's 7:30 right now. We've already had a company breakfast, company meeting, in there doing work. So we're getting work done. I hope you guys are ready for an exciting video. We're going to talk to the guys up at TKM, go over the engine, and see what they got going on up there. Stay tuned. Don't forget, you guys already saw it like earlier, we're doing the giveaway for the Stranger Ranger. I got those new No Time Pro Tree hats out. They're absolutely sick. Got the new No Time Pro Tree shirt out. They're sick. Got the American Flag LS Nasty shirts out. They are sick. And then we have the LS Nasty Racing shirt, because who doesn't want to be a part of LS Nasty Racing? Hey there, bud. We'll see you in tomorrow's video. Tomorrow. All right, so here we are. We're back in the engine assembly room at TKM. We got Cornbread with us, looking good. Is that fresh shave you got on there? No. We're here with Sammy. Got the Black Sheep engine back together. Put some new parts in there. New set of heads, new valve train and everything. Put a new set of rods in there. Really just out of, what is that, just good practice?
Yeah, just because, I mean, anytime something detonates like that, it's extreme wear on those rods being aluminum.
So from the last video we didn't hear, we confirmed that we had one cylinder that had a glow plug in there. It was misfiring like crazy, ended up knocking one of the rods out of round, I guess from the misfire. So instead of just replacing one, we replaced them all. So we're starting fresh. Got a new set of Dart Pro 1 heads on there, T&D rocker arms. We still on the same springs, Johnson lifters, went to a bigger hydraulic roller. Very important, everyone knows. This is not, you can see it right there. I mean, I don't know, you can't really tell, but they are hydraulic rollers, just take my word for it. Yeah, we can confirm they're hydraulic roller, but how do you set the lash? What's the lash on this?
Normally it's, this is preload, so you just tighten it to a half a turn, or whatever doesn't keep the valve open. That's key.
So no
Depending on the lifters you get.
No actual lash on a hydraulic roller. That's the difference. So as you can see here, everything's locked down. We're hoping it goes fast. what do you think? I mean, setup wise.
You got these steel rockers on here. I know you talked about maybe swapping them out, but we got beefier push rods, 7/16 versus 3/8, which is not a tremendous deal, but when you're talking deflection and high horsepower stuff, and these lifters moving all around, everything's moving, you just want to keep everything as stable as possible.
So we're at the point where this engine is starting to be built more of like a solid roller than a hydraulic roller. Right. It's got a bunch of stuff on there that you'd see on a solid roller engine.
I mean, it's a short travel, slow leak down. I mean, it has all the characteristics of a solid roller. Okay.
All right, we're good. All right, how do you feel? You feel good about this? Were you going to get the record this time?
I heard they was going to take the turbo from you. You're running in a hydraulic roller.
Is it because of my track record?
We just took the crank trigger off. Yeah.
No crank. That's how I got to run now. One thing that the guys do up here at TCAM, like you have the option here. You can get it assembled as a short block, a long block, or I mean, what you guys could probably even do just the machinery work and let someone else assemble it.
We can assemble the short block, install and degree the cam. I mean, we can put the balancer on. We can do all this stuff. Leave the heads off. I mean, we can do it from top to bottom or anywhere in between.
Or just machine work if you want to build.
Okay, so really, I don't know if you guys. I don't know if you guys want me putting my name on anything you guys do the machine work with. This one here, we opted to do the complete long block. So Sammy does everything, puts it all together, and I mean, even sets the, like we said, the preload on the rock arm. So this is really ready to drop in and go. One thing that you always do is you always hook us up with a nice timing pointer deal on here and get everything set up. So you kind of make it.
I had to sort of rig this just for the simple fact of this is where the crank trigger has to be. Therefore, where I can't put this in front, then I'd have to drill holes and stuff in it, whatever. But I made this work. It doesn't look the best, but I mean that's where it has to be. Make these standoffs. We make this bracket, set everything up 100%. Give you a couple little marks to go off of. I mean, it's really basic, but I mean these are necessities at this level. Anything
that you're really running an aftermarket ECU, you need to have some. There are levels to this shit. I have a stock balancer and I just wrote numbers on it with my stock computer car, you know.
That tape and just out here at 50, you put too far.
So the engine, it looks good, and like we said before, you know, it was very unfortunate that we had a spark plug turned into a glow plug. I think at this point, it's been a couple weeks, I can take the blame for it. I said, let's shove the steel insert in there. I learned my lesson, though.
There's no, like we said before, there's no real blame. We're racers. Sometimes we do stupid shit. I mean, it happens. I mean, and not saying that was stupid. I would have done the same thing.
When you're at the racetrack away from home, you ain't got your machine shop, you do what you got to do to get to the next round. People do it all the time, and then they're criticized, but you either got a choice.
Hey.
Fix what you got, or load it up and hit the dusty trail.
I'd like to say I won that round. So, I mean, was it worth it? You know, some might say. I mean, I put him on the trail.
Look at Shannon. I mean, he's swapping turbos between rounds.
Yeah.
Different turbos, different housings. Things are different. They spool different. I mean, he's going to go up there. He's sort of going in blind. But, I mean, that dude's a racer. That's what he's there for.
Yeah.
He'll do whatever it takes. I mean, they'll cut the damn pipe in half, re-weld it up.
I walked into his trailer the other day, and there's literally half of a compressor cover. I'm like, who's cutting this in half? I'm like, why would he do that?
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
You and Shannon go at it again.
Yeah.
Who is going in first?
I went in first against Shannon, right? But I think Shannon's has some, like, he's a little nervous now. I don't think he's going to be going in first for a long time. He's going to be gun shy.
So you go in first?
I mean, really, it depends. So here's the thing. There's a big controversy of, like, you got to know who you're racing. Right. So, I mean, depending on who I'm racing, I'll go in first. There's some people that I will not go in first.
Let me ask you something. Does Shannon want to go in with this smoke?
Shannon wants no smoke from this. Shannon's worried. Daddy's coming home. And I think, I'm not going to lie, the other heads we had in there, the mast heads, they were good. But I think cylinder head wise, I think this is an upgrade. A little bit better head. And I've heard that the mast heads were a little thin in those areas. Obviously, when you burn through a hole, it doesn't really matter. It's going to go where it goes. So, I mean, you can't blame the head.
Once it makes it past the hoop, all bets are off.
Yeah, and past that fuse, you know.
50 amp fuse key.
So I think we're good. We're going to go back and stick this in the black sheep and get it fired up. We're going to come back. We're going to put on the hub dyno. So we're going to take it slow. We're not going to rush and go anywhere and just go out and race. We're going to put on.
I think one of the scariest things is jamming it in the car and going to a race.
Yep. So we're gonna put on the hub dyno. It's a great tool to verify. TCAM's right now is doing a hub dyno giveaway, or just a dyno giveaway if you want to use a chassis dyno. We're gonna catch some Grumpy Cat action on the dyno, but out, you know, family. You look just like him, I swear. If you guys want to win a dyno opportunity, where do they have to go to get entered to win a dyno?
Go to the website, order some shirts, TKM Performance, or
Call Katie.
Talk to Katie, talk to Sherry, order whatever you need. They will ship it out the same day.
You got lamb cams and black sheep cams.
We got cams for days. Wooden cam. I mean, it don't matter.
You got the Grumpy Cam yet for the Dodge guys? No Grumpy Cam? Coming soon? All right, so we're in good hands here. Sammy, thank you. I'm trying not to tear this one up. Cornbread, thanks as always. Logan, you're doing great making sure that engine stand don't roll away.
Turbo driver, right? Did they see the video?
Oh, did you ask him about his shaky hand? Did you see his hand?
It's all right, man. It's all right. Hey, we'll take turns making hit somebody. It'll be fine. Hey, what about that thing over there?
Oh, wait, let's show us. So Cornbread, you guys saw Jason do the turbo kit on Cornbread setup. Right now it's at Joe C's getting polished, and you got a new bullet.
Joe C gonna make it look good.
Look at this. All right, talk to me about the setup. What you got going on here?
LSR, Frankenstein, LS3 heads, black sheep. That's the only cam there is, black sheep.
Hydraulic roller.
Hydraulic roller. Got Johnson Whippers for it.
MGP rods.
MGP rods in there. Dragon Slayer, Y-Scoop pistons. They done me a real nice piston for this thing.
So this is almost identical setup to the black sheep motor.
Well, what I'm gonna call it is this is the sheep's package. This is the Ram right here. This is Black Ram.
I'm dead. Look at this though.
Got the O-ring, cornbread, baby.
The possibilities here at TCAM are endless.
I'm sorry. Cornbread.
Yeah, people will always ask. Right. People say it wrong. So this is going to be going in your Fox body, going from blower to turbo, street car. Be able to drive it around, take to the track, so it's a perfect setup. And one last thing I do want to talk about here, where is it? Right here. This is, I don't think a lot of people realize that you guys make these here. I'm going to utilize this on my blower build. Talk to me about this. What is this? What is its use and what's its benefit?
Well, this is a 4500 carb spacer or EFI deal. We've done this on the Nova that we had. It was a nitrous deal. He didn't want to change intakes by, you know, big billet intake and all. He wanted to use his carb deal. Deleted the farger. Done the nice Wilson elbow.
Yep.
23 throttle body. Well, we needed a little bit of space, so Kevin actually made these 4500 spacers. We can do a burst panel in it in case things get crazy. Shoot the burst panel out, but it's all machined in-house.
So you guys, I know they got a couple laying around. If you're running, I mean, really, if you're doing anything that's got fuel going before the injectors,
it's nice to have.
It's nice to have. In case there is a pop, you won't blow your charge pipe into pieces. You'll pop that out, be able to slap a new panel back in there, make another pass, be good to go. So we're going to put this on the Colorado because we are using an alternative fuel source with the nitrous plate, and hopefully I don't have to pop that thing out. But if it pops, I mean,
yeah, we can make 4150 stuff. We can make different heights if you got stuff that you need. Obviously, you got to have so much room to fit this burst panel. Now they do make smaller burst panels. So if you got something super specific.
So if you guys are in need of a burst panel setup, hit up TCAM. They'll make them here.
All
and
built in-house.
Perfect. And Mark, it's over here smelling like Updog, isn't it?
If you understand, you know.